Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Manifest Ruthlessly, where we don't just dream, we do. We don't just plan, we execute. And we don't just visualize, we build and act. We don't just grow, we evolve. We don't just manifest, we move with clarity, act with courage, get uncomfortable, refuse to play small, stop negotiating with fear, disrupt any and everything that tries to dim us. And yes, we still do the things that used to scare us. Shall I keep going, or do you get the picture? Either way, around here, we show up like we mean it. And we take up space like it's ours. Because at the end of the day, it really is. And today, we're going to be talking about what happens when you start moving different. And folks start getting, they start getting in their feelings. They might even get a little loud about it, or confused, or offended. But before we do any of that, how are you? How your family? How your mama, sister, brother, cousin, daddy, uncle, auntie, grandma, granddaddy, papa, mimo, big mama, big daddy? How the kids? How everybody? Has your cousin gave you back that $20 they borrowed from you? You still holding on to your sister food stamp card. You should probably get that back to her. How are you? How you feeling? How are you mentally, spiritually, emotionally? You too busy checking on everybody else, but how are you doing? Have you had some water? I know I sound raspy, but I'm drinking water. But have you had some water, or is that your third cup of coffee right about now? Okay, I'll leave it alone. But yeah, again, today we're just talking about what happens when you start, evolving, moving a little different, and people get in they feelings about it, get confused, get offended. I'm just here to remind you that that little inkling we talked about last time, long time ago, many episodes ago, that little inkling, that calling, that urge that you got, that little thing that's ticking in the back of your head, the little voice that won't go away, the thing that's for you, your purpose. It was not a conference call. Some call it a download, a vision. You may refer to it as your next chapter. Whatever you call it. It wasn't a conference call. It wasn't sent to a group chat. It was whispered to you and your soul. And not everybody is supposed to get it. Gon' get it. Gon' understand it. Especially while you still building it. Once it's built, people gonna come out the woodworks and be like, oh yeah, I always knew. But right now, it don't make sense to them. And it ain't supposed to, if we being honest. Sometimes the biggest sabotage to your momentum isn't fear. Sometimes it's trying to make your growth make sense to people who ain't even growing. They stagnant in their own life. You ever feel yourself shrinking your vision just to, keep the peace, to stay in the loop with others? Now explaining why you suddenly focus. Why you stop showing up to every invite. Why you started waking up early, investing in yourself, changing your habits, cutting off certain people. Everybody ain't supposed to understand your gift. That's the part, that we gonna say out loud today. Everybody ain't supposed to understand your shift. Everybody ain't supposed to understand your gift. And the more energy you waste trying to explain it, defend it, or dress it up pretty so it makes sense, the less rooted you become in what you're here to do. Not everybody heard the call on your life. Not everybody got the clarity you cried for. Not everybody fasted, journaled, lost sleep, prayed, went through the fire for your transformation. So they shouldn't get a vote on it? Let them be confused. Let them call you different, distant, doing too much, bougie, stuck up. Because, baby, you not doing too much. You doing what you were called to do. And just because it's unfamiliar to them doesn't mean it's wrong for you. So here's the thing. Every vision comes with vulnerability. When you're birthing something new, whether it's a business, a boundary, or a better version of yourself, that thing is sacred. But what we do, we overshare. We seek approval. We try to make people understand. And in doing so, we hand over something sacred to folks who don't even have the range to respect it. So I say it bluntly. Stop passing around the blueprint to people who've never built anything. And if we take it a step further, a lot of them ain't gonna build nothing. They technically waiting on you to build it. Too far? My bad. I'll really back. Some of them are confused. A lot of them ain't confused. A lot of them just convicted. Because your growth highlights what they're still avoiding in themselves. And your elevation exposes the places in them that never healed. It exposes something in them that they never got over. So that's not your problem. That's not your assignment. That ain't your responsibility. And then if we take it a step further, because if we gonna rub, if we got the wound, we may as well rub a little salt in it. Or I'm going to rub a little salt on it. I think that's how the saying goes. Like, you putting salt in the wound. If we take it a step further, maybe it wasn't a conference call for a reason. Because everybody ain't supposed to be in the room. Like, maybe the people you telling it to, the person you keep telling it to, that always, ooh, you acting funny, you acting different. If you hearing things like that, maybe they weren't supposed to be in the room. Maybe they can't come. Maybe they're not qualified to understand it yet because they haven't even answered their own call. Maybe, just maybe, you've been trying to get a spiritual blueprint co-signed by people who don't even believe in the building itself. Here's something that I've had to learn the hard way. Sometimes people don't support you, not because they hate you, not even because they dislike you. Sometimes it's because, well, before I say that, let me say this. Sometimes people don't support you, not because they hate you, dislike you, or don't even believe in you. Sometimes they believe in the vision as much as you do. They can't admit it. But it's a part of them that just won't let, they can't, it's just something in them. And it could be because they gave up on their dreams a long time ago. So watching you go after yours reminds them of everything that they abandoned. And that's what stings. So they criticize, they distance, they doubt, they shame, they talk about, they pick on. But that ain't your burden to bear. That ain't your burden to carry. Again, it could be a lot of things. I just want to throw that little tidbit in there. Like, there honestly could be 1,001 reasons why they don't clap, why they don't get it, why they whispering behind your back instead of rooting from you from the front row. But the real danger is when you become the biggest naysayer in your own story. So don't be the person that gives up on you. Don't dim your light just because they can't see the vision yet. You might have to build it without them. But that doesn't mean you're building it wrong. Hold on to the inkling. Hold on to the download. Honor the calling. Walk in like it's already yours, because it is. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was just some of the manipulative phrases that are often disguised as kindness but could be guilt trips, gaslighting, controlling tactics. That could be wrapped up in nice language. It sounds polite, passive, even loving, but underneath it could be guilt, control, projection, or emotional avoidance. So just wanted to put some things out there of what you could hear along your way. I'm sure we all have heard it at some period of time. Like, I just want what's best for you. Translation, I just want you to do what I think is best, not actually what aligns with you. Don't be so sensitive. Translation, your feelings are inconvenient, so I'm dismissing them. One of my favorites. You've changed. Oh, you've just changed. Translation, you're no longer easy to manipulate or predict. The predict part is usually where it what it's applied to. Growth will always look like rebellion to those who benefited from your silence. Another one is, I never said that. Translation, let me rewrite the past so I don't have to be accountable in the present. That's a form of deflection. You remembered it right. Trust yourself. They said it. They did. Another one is, if you really love me, you would. Translation is, let me use love as a weapon so I can bypass your boundaries. And we all know that as emotional blackmail. If love has conditions, it ain't love, it's control. I ain't even mean it like that. Translation, I said what I said, but I don't want to deal with the consequences. Another one I've heard a lot is, you being dramatic. Translation, your truth is making me uncomfortable, so I need you to tone it down. Well, I can't talk right now. The statement was, you're being dramatic. The translation is, your truth is making me uncomfortable, so I need you to tone it down. Oh, and then another one is, you always doing this. Translation, I'm dragging in the past so I don't have to address what I just did or said. And then one of my favorites, I guess I'm just the bad guy, huh? Translation, let me make this about me so I have to face what I did to you. All that is just weaponized guilt. Stay focused on what actually happened, not their victim performance. Just remember, nice language isn't always kind. Sometimes it's just well-packaged manipulation. Don't listen to the words, feel the intention. Okay? One thing I want you to ask, just we need to ask ourselves, where am I seeking permission, validation, or understanding? And how is that blocking my next level? Take a couple of minutes, be honest. No filters. Sit with it, don't rush it. Ask yourself who you still explaining yourself to, and whether that explanation is costing you alignment. Remember, the people who are meant to be a part of your journey will recognize the glow up. They won't need to. Boy, I tell you, my tongue be going left, my brain be going right. Remember, the people who are meant to be part of your journey will recognize the glow up. They won't need it explained. So here's the work for today. Go silent about something you've been loud about, not because it's shameful, but because it's sacred. Make peace with being misunderstood. Unplug from anybody who drains, doubts, or distracts you from your calling. And remind yourself, this wasn't a conference call. It's okay if it's lonely right now. It's okay to lose people. It's okay to have to protect your energy like your life depends on it. Because honestly, it really does. Affirmation for today is, I release the need to be understood by everyone. I trust the divine instructions sent directly to me. I will no longer apologize for moving different. I was made to move different. I don't require permission to grow. I don't require approval to pivot. And I don't require validation to obey my calling. I walk in alignment, not audience approval. And today, I stopped translating my soul's whisper, that inkling that I keep feeling, that little thump or little poke in the back of my brain, the thought that I can't shake, the feeling I can't shake. I stopped translating that into everybody else's language. I keep it as my own. That's it for today. I know a long way to get to nowhere. Just to say it wasn't a conference call and it's all right. You ain't got to tell everybody. Shut up sometime. I was trying to save that. My bad, y'all. Y'all know it'd be slipping out sometime. But yeah, shut up sometimes. It's all right. But yeah, this journey that we on, you already know it's not about perfection. It's about alignment. You don't owe anybody your softness. You don't owe anybody your gift, your justification. Like I said yesterday, the universe sends warnings before it sends breakthroughs. And God will pull you out of rooms you beg to be in just to protect what he put in you. So pay attention, heal fast, stop making excuses for what you already know ain't working. Adjust and move forward accordingly. This is Manifest Ruthlessly, where elevation is personal. Excuses don't stand a chance, and the healing ain't cute, but it's necessary every damn time. So have a beautiful day, night, evening, or whatever time zone you living in, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.